from Les Brown's Guitars, and welcome to my shop. Today I'm in the paint booth and I'm going to be spraying sand and sealer on these two guitars. Now this is the one that I had in the last video, how I showed you how I stained it. Well, now we're going to lock that in. We're going to seal the wood up with some polyester sand and sealer. The stuff I use is from Simtec. It's really great stuff. It sprays great. It's a thick product, of course, but I do spray it on as thin as possible. And by the time I sand level, there's barely anything left. It's just a really thin seal, a layer of sand and sealer left over. So I'm going to warm the shop up here a little bit, and I should say my paint booth up a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I spray these with sand and sealer. Alright, here we are the next day, and they're dry. This Simtec dries pretty quick. It's it's that MEKP that you add to it. It's MEK peroxide is what it's called. It's a hardener, and these are actually ready to be sanded now. I got this other one over here as well that I did along with the green one, and that's going to have a different color on it completely. But we'll concentrate on this one here. There's the headstock. Very little orange peel. There's a few little bubbles you get with this stuff. It just, you can never get away from it. And they're on the surface. They'll sand out. It's a very nice clear product. You can see right through it. It shows nice depth. Of course, this one here, after I sand it, it's going to get a clear coat of some urethane. And I'm thinking I might even burst a little more green with finish. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It looks pretty good. I'll have to think about it. But I'm gonna let it sit another day. I sprayed these late last night. It's early morning right now, and they're definitely dry, but I want it to cure a little more. I want to just give it some good time. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do all the stuff. But I'll get back, I'll sand this out, and then I'll get back to the video after sand. I'm not gonna show the sanding, that's boring. But then we'll show you how we put the next coats of finish on them. Actually, and this side's gonna get color anyways. This is gonna get black. It's a dark brown almost looking right now because I had some black stain on it, but it kind of looks like dark brown. It's got a nice kind of look, well, I don't know. It's not that great of a what do you call it, figure, but he wants it black anyway, so we're just going to paint it black. We're going to tape off this white binding, spray this black, and then we're going to coat it with some urethane. Alright, so here we are with this project so far. As you saw in the previous scene, I had this masked off, the front masked off, taped the line here for the binding, and I painted the back black all the way around. I've removed the tape and the masking, and there you have it. It looks really good. I got a nice clean line all the way around this thing. The problem I have now is I can't spray the top coat because the catalyst went bad. Didn't realize it. It was good a couple weeks ago when I checked it, but since then it's just got real gummy, so I'm not going to use it. So I ordered some more, and when that comes in, I'll press on with this. I'll finish up the top coat application, and then I'll let it dry. I'll let it go probably about a week or so, and then I'll sand and start buffing on this thing. So what I did in the meantime is I put a mid coat, a clear mid coat on this, so it locks everything in. When I get the catalyst in and get ready to spray, I'll sand all this. Well, actually, I'll scuff it. I'll scuff it with a gray Scotch-Brite pad just to give it a mechanical bond. But the mid coat also allows it to have a chemical bond as well. It helps it stick. So. And that's what it's designed to do. It's for taping. When you want to tape things off, do graphics and stuff like that, you put this on it, and the tape won't leave marks and whatnot. So when that comes in, like I said, I'll go ahead and continue on spraying this thing, and we'll get this finished up. All right, there you have it. That's the process. Kind of quick, but you know, it wasn't meant to be an in-depth video. Just wanted to show you basically how I finish guitars. So this is it. This is complete. The black coat is on the back. It's been clear coated, and it's really ready to sand right now. I wouldn't at this point. I'd wait a little bit. Usually about 2 weeks. I just let them sit. I like to let them cure up pretty good before I sand on them. But it's a really smooth finish, and it's not going to take much to get this level and buffed. I'll probably go ahead and start out with, I don't know, like 1,000 grit on this, and I'm gonna try some dry type of sandpaper. I usually do wet sanding. I'm gonna try to get away from wet sanding. I want to go dry. The new technology is out there with sandpaper is amazing. A lot of the guys in the automotive field, they just dry sanding stuff, and the higher grits, the 12,000, 1,200 and such, they cut like the lower grits, but with a smoother kind of a finish. I might do a video on that actually. But for this video, we're done basically with this. I just wanted to show you to get to this point where it's painted and it's clear coated, I should say. So you know, normally painting to me, well, painting used to be, it wasn't so fun, but I really enjoy painting now. I mean, I like to do it. I like finish work. It's a little more satisfying, and the reason why is because nowadays I'm using really good finishing guns, and I've got a really decent spray booth that I use. So, and I'm getting used to this. This is a urethane finish on this, but I've used acrylic urethanes, polyurethanes. Of course, I used to use nitrocellulose lacquer, which I don't use anymore unless the customer really wanted that on top of this type of finish, like a poly finish, or just straight up nitro I would do also. But I don't care for nitro. I like this stuff better. I'm getting used to it, and like I said, it's getting better for me. I enjoy it now because of the guns I'm using. Let me show you the guns I'm using. To start out right here, this is a DeVilbiss finish line. It's a FLG 4, and this thing is one of the first good guns I got. I've had some pretty cheap ones in the past when I first started out, but this is a good gun. What I use it for now is strictly for the sand and sealer, just the sand and sealer. That's all I use it for. I have a 1.3, 1.5, and a 1.8 tip, and it also comes with a 2.0, but I don't have that one. But the 1.8 is perfect for laying down this thicker polyester sand and sealer. So this is the gun for that. It's dedicated for that only. I also use this gun in this project for this green guitar. This is Iwata Lph 400, and this gun right here has a 1.4 millimeter tip. And this thing here, I mean, it lays down the finish like glass. I mean, just like glass. And I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is a beautiful gun. This is for clear only. And then I've also have a gun I use for color. This is the Balleria. This is an Iwata Balleria, and this thing is like just like the other Iwata. It's great. I love this gun too. This lays on color perfectly. Another gun I have that I didn't use in this project, I'm just going to show it because I just love these guns. This is a Kimami 4 by Iwata. This is used for pearls, just pearls and flakes. So all these guns, they all have their own purposes. I don't mix them up. I don't spray any of the other mediums in either one of these other guns. So I don't want flake getting in my clear. You know what I mean? So I keep them separate. But anyways, like I said, I have fun with this. This project was really easy. Like they all are these days. And like I said, it just lays down the finish. It's very, very little orange peel. This one here, I kind of hit the edges a little harder on my last pass, just the edges. So I got a little overspray on this finish, but I mean it's really nothing. It's not going to take much to sand this out and get this ready to buff. It's looking really good. I love it. So anyway, like I said, that's how we do it here at Les Fonts Guitars as far as finishing goes. I think we got a pretty good process going. So with that said, I guess that's all I got for this video for now. So if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and click that bell so you can get notified of future videos. Once again, thank you for joining me here at Les Fonts Guitars. I'll see you next time.